Of course, we'll all remember, and actually, well, I say we'll all remember, I can't quite remember how long ago the earthquake in Haiti was. I do remember the impact that it had, though. It certainly dominated the news for some fair time. And of course, the aid efforts continue in Haiti. The people in Haiti need our help more than ever at the moment as not the rescue effort, but the recovery effort in the country continues. And while there are of course, still appeals going on. The DEC still have their appeal. UNICEF, Oxfam and other such organisations are still trying to raise money. But people here in the UK are using imaginative ways as well to raise further funds, which is why I'm glad to say this morning Wendy J Levy joins me from her contemporary art gallery in Didsbury. Well, you're not in the gallery, you're here with me, Wendy, and I'm glad for that. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. You're here to talk about a painting for Haiti, aren't you?
Yes.
Tell us all about the painting, first of all, because you're going to be raffling this in aid of the Haiti victims.
That's right. Well, the painting is by a well-known Latin American artist called Lisa de Prudo.
Okay.
And Lisa is one of the stable of within my stable of artists in the gallery. I show Lisa's work regularly. And when she saw what was happening in Haiti, she was reduced to tears and wanted to help in some way.
As we all were, I think,
Absolutely.
when we first saw those pictures coming out of Haiti.
Absolutely, it's quite heartbreaking. So she couldn't really afford to donate a lot of money herself, but what she could do was to donate a painting of hers. And it's a very large painting. It's 4 feet by 5 feet. It's acrylic on canvas, and it's called Space's Vast Society. And it's valued at £4,000.
Right.
And she wanted to give all of this to the people of Haiti.
That's tremendous.
Absolutely.
Let's take another look at the picture there as well, because it is absolutely beautiful. Let's take a look at the picture, because it is absolutely beautiful. Can we see it? There we go. There's a picture. Ignore the cup, of course. That's mine. That's my tea. But you can see the picture there. That's actually a reprint that we've got there that you're seeing in the studio here. But as Wendy says, the picture itself is 4 by 5 feet. So that's quite
right.
some space that you'll need for it. But spectacular. You can see all of the depth. And you said that actually that's not just a simple brush stroke painting.
No, it's all painted by hand. I've had people say to me, you know, are those marks made by rollers? But no, they're not. They're all made by paintbrushes.
Right.
And she uses very small paintbrushes, and some of those parts of that painting will have as many as 40 layers of paint on there. So it's a lot of hard work. And in donating this painting for Haiti, the way we can turn that into cash for these people is to raffle the painting.
Okay, so the raffle tickets are £5 each, aren't
Correct.
they? All of that money as well, every single penny going to
all of
UNICEF,
it. Absolutely.
So nothing's coming out in expenses or anything.
Not at all.
You're donating, you know, your time to it. Lisa's donating the artwork to it. So every penny that goes into this is going directly to the appeal.
I've also donated money to it as well.
Yes.
But I've also told whoever wins this painting, which is a fantastic piece.
It's amazing, it really is.
Wherever they are in the world, I will pay to transport the painting to their address.
How wonderful. And so far, I mean, the aim is to raise £20,000,
That's
isn't it?
the aim.
Which is amazing. And you're already a good way into that,
Well,
aren't you?
we are. We have quite a long way to go yet. But we've raised about £3,000 so far, and we have pledges of more money. And
which is fantastic.
It is. We're hoping to probably double that money by the end of next week, and if we can continue to do that, then by the 1st of May, when we will have the draw, hopefully we'll reach our target.
I certainly think you will by then. I mean, quite apart from the fact that, you know, this piece of artwork today is valued at around £4,000. we all know. And let's talk a little bit about Lisa as well.
Yes.
In her native Panama, well, she's kind of lived life between Panama and England, hasn't she?
She has.
But she's incredibly famous and well renowned in Panama, isn't
Correct.
she? She's one of their kind of leading lights in the art world.
She is indeed. Although she lives in Manchester now,
yeah,
and has done for a few years, and she went to school in England. But yeah, she's a fantastic person and a very good artist.
Tell us, I think people will want to know as well, having seen this particular piece, and it's fantastic that she's donated this to the appeal, and it's a wonderful way of raising money. But tell us about Lisa's work in general, because this is amazing. It's got such depth and texture to it. Does her work generally follow these kind of themes?
Absolutely. This painting is very, very typical of Lisa's work.
Okay, and you have other pieces of Lisa's work with you at the gallery as well, because I'm sure people will be interested.
Yes, I do solo exhibitions for Lisa on an annual basis. I usually have something in the gallery, but the thing is that I don't always have everything on show, because I do different solo shows every month
as they change through the year.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's just remind everyone straight off how you get involved, and forgive me for looking down at my script, but I want to make sure that you get the website address to go to if you'd like to get involved in this. If you'd like to get well, I'd say one of the raffle tickets. I want you to get many of these raffle tickets, of course. It's www.apaintingforhaiti.com. So A Painting for Haiti is all one word. www.apaintingforhaiti.com, and that's the website address which links into your gallery as well, doesn't it, Wendy?
Yes.
So all of the details are there.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what you understand of UNICEF's work in Haiti at the moment. Obviously, there is the reconstruction, I guess, which is really in its infancy at the moment in Haiti after the devastation.
That's right. The people of Haiti were brought to their knees by this earthquake, and now, of course, they're brought to their bellies really by grovelling in the dirt. I mean, they've got the floods are about to happen because of the rain. It's the rainy season, and they have hardly any shelters. So UNICEF, along with other charitable organisations, have got a big job to provide food, sanitation, and shelter.
And of course the whole issue of Haiti has kind of dropped down. We were talking earlier, it's dropped down the news agenda. It's not in people's field of vision at the moment, is it? Because of the election and everything else that comes along.
There's always something new coming on
the news agenda, absolutely, but it is still important, absolutely important, that these people aren't forgotten.
Yes, more than ever, I think, because they're bound to feel as if people are forgetting them. If initially there was a lot of publicity, it all dies away. They're left to struggle, and struggle in a way that we cannot comprehend, to try to turn their lives around and get back to some kind of normality. It's going to take a long time, and we all need to help them as much as we can.
Absolutely. Let's take another look at the picture itself. We've got the print here in the studio. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of artwork. In reality, the actual piece is how big again, Wendy?
It's 4 feet by 5 feet.
So it's bigger than me, shall we say, on average. It's a huge, huge piece, valued today at £4,000, and we know how values in the artwork. You'll know better than most, I'm sure, how values can, in general, when an artist becomes more well known. Of course, something like this will propel Lisa, the artist, that bit further. Her name will be out there as well.
Yes.
I'm sure she's well recognised in this country anyway, but art values do generally tend to increase, don't they, over years?
Yes, they do. I mean, for anyone who wins this piece of artwork, you know, it's quite a privilege to own a piece of Lisa's work, and particularly something of this size.
Absolutely, and as little as a potential £5 investment, I mean, which is fantastic. And of course, all of that money going directly to charity. Wendy, just give us that website address once more if people want to get involved and want to get their tickets.
Yes, it's www.apaintingforhaiti.com. at paintingforhaiti.com.
Lovely. Wendy, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Lovely, lovely painting. And listen, all of the details of how you can get involved, if you didn't get the website address down, don't worry, because we'll get all of the details onto the blog. Around about 11:30 this morning, all of the details will be on our website. It's shine-tv.co.uk. That's a fantastic cause, it really is, and please, 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 if you can get involved, then do, because those people in Haiti, of course, still really do need your help. The reconstruction effort, and of course, as Wendy says,